You guys have heard me. This is Pioneer again, by the way. For those who don't know, people have heard me say multiple times. I think this is the most underrated deck in the format. I think it's actually pretty good. I don't know if it's quite tier one. I don't know if it's on the power level of Inverter or Underworld Breach, but like it's clearly pretty good, and it has some good matchups. And I believe two top aided Brussels and maybe one top aided Nagoya. That could be wrong. The only thing I don't particularly love about this list is these attention spears. I think, or deputies of attentions rather. I think I'm going to be quite upset about the card overall. But that being said, I'm just going to play their 75 and hopefully be proven wrong about a card that I admittedly going into am very biased against. I do like the fact that this list has the fourth rattle chains, whereas uh, the version from the European Grand Prix only had four. And awesome. Let's move all of our stuff because Moto had a patch today, so why would it remember anything? Yeah, I guess we keep. We have the old 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Get them, get them. So we'll play this land first and this card first. Hopefully we'll draw turn 4 Coco because we want everything to go right at all times. Nothing ever to go not perfectly. Hooah. Mausoleum Friend. Turn off my alarm so we don't get ears shattered. Oh, awesome. Toy Story 4 is on Disney Plus now. Yes, I'm checking my email. Ooh. Pressed F6 twice, but there's no reason for it to work, right? I think this turn's kind of interesting. Pretty sure I'm just going to play this. I guess it's better on the mana. Brazen Borrower? That would suck. Hey JJ, what it is? You still not sent me the vintage list, by the way. Hey. Slash RA? I don't even know what that is. Is that a little pushing? I gotta tell Sean to come look. That's right. It was me opening up Facebook to message Sean to come look at that. He loves those. That's kind of interesting. So we'll hold up the rattle claws here, and we'll keep a brazen borrower in case they get some cool stuff going. Because either way, we attack for 12 next turn. Presuming everything survives. That's my math's wildly inaccurate. I don't think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. IP. What is the IP? Did you edit it yourself? I'm pretty jealous of that. I only kind of went wild this turn. Guess I should. I'll play it. I was going to play it Monday. I'll play it next Monday if you send it. But opponent, come back. We're having fun. What? What do you mean no? I will. I will play it next Monday. I promise. You never gave me a vintage list. You gave me a modern list. I still have the modern list. I can't help that my internet was crap for like a month and a half. We've only been back to playing Magic for what, 8 days? And 3 of those days we took off for the PT, and we're going to take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off this week for the PT as well. I still have the modern list, but you said vintage. I still have the modern list. I even rented the cards once for the modern list. You told me you wanted a vintage list. I don't have a vintage list. You've never sent me a vintage list. I don't even know what a vintage list would look like. Alright, this seems like a clear keep. I guess we get rid of the 4 mana spell. Actually, I'm probably just going to get rid of this. Since we already have a 3-drop. I have never seen a vintage taking turns list. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. That's a problem. So do I need to bring deputies of detention in here then? Potentially? in the... Does this have God Eternals in it? Alright, I'm downloading this list. Oh no, this doesn't even have results. She's just trying to get me. Alright, we'll donate our $10 Monday. Or our 100 play points. Not really money. Who cares about money? Who cares about play points? Kinda just want to play this. I think my Imperial or my Rattle Chains is more valuable than this, I think. Land? That's not the land that we've always wanted. This is not going as well as I'd hoped. Black Lotuses aren't worth anything. I do have a Black Lotus on another account. I forgot about that. Black Lotuses are worth less than 5 tickets. Kind of forgot I had a Lotus. Wonder if I remember the password to that account. That account's got a Jund deck on it that doesn't belong to me. It belongs to Anaraf. They kill this, I might as well play the Empyrean Eagle. They obviously can't kill it, by the way, because the thing in the ice bounces it. If they bounce the thing in the ice this turn, I'll probably play the Eagle, though. But I'd rather have a flash threat. No, you can only redeem the latest couple of sets. I believe right now it's just Throne of Eldraine and stuff. I would click on it and look for us, but I don't remember. Oh gosh. I don't remember if it's going to show my credit card information if I look. It is currently just Throne of Eldraine, actually. So at the moment, these are the only 2 sets that you can... Wait, where'd that go? Oh no, everything got butchered. Those are the only 2 sets you can do at the moment. Let's put this back where it goes. Alright, so I got crushed this game. Not particularly close. I really wish you could redeem them for paper copies. I suppose paper copies wouldn't be worth anything then. Maybe I'm supposed to wait here. But I just feel like there's a good chance they have like cards like Disdainful Stroke and Negate and stuff. Not actually sure how we beat this card without drawing a Brazen Borrower. So I'm going to have to bring in probably Detention Spears. I sideboarded out a Brazen Borrower too and a. Alright, we're just dead. And a thing that can tap that down, so my sideboarding was horrendous. Let's bring those back in. Let's bring those back in. Let's bring this in. Let's get this out of here. Let's bring this back in. What cards aren't great then? Guess let's cut some of these. And some of these. I think Spell Quellers are that good versus this much removal, actually. I do kind of want one for a Misers. Sideboarding decks like this are always hard versus for me. I'm taking a picture of that emote, by the way, since Sean's apparently AFK or something. He'll love it. Make sure I don't accidentally sim porn. Wonder if rest in pieces are not good enough. They stopped Treasure Cruise. I'm not necessarily worried about the Arclight Phoenixes, but Treasure Cruise is the reason I put those in. I think it's too easy for them to remove a card like this. I probably was supposed to just take out a couple Eagles or something. Drew our one of Spell Queller that we don't really want to draw. I guess we'll do the Rattle Chains thing again. I'm supposed to bring in Mystic Dispute. I think I'd rather hold up Spell Queller but flash this into EOT if we don't need to quell. Probably fine. They can't get their thing back this turn either way. How much we have to worry about Anger of the Gods? Probably should have flashed this in already. But like Anger of the Gods is something they probably don't have. Do they have it a spell? Probably not. Probably better just to attack. Leave up the Spell Queller to collect the company and the Empyrean Eagle. So I made a play error here. I should have played my land pre-combat. We knew we were playing our land no matter what, and I could have Coco'd in response there and tried to hit a Rattle Chains. So I think that was a pretty significant play error by me. Because we hit a Rattle Chains and a Lord, I think we'd have been hard to beat. Yeah, that was a pretty significant play error, I think. Also trying not to play in the Mystic Disputes right now. Oh gosh, they hit another Arclap. That's okay. We have the Detention Spear, which is something. Or sorry, the Deputy of Detention, which is something. That was a really bad play. So we're going to attack with both. Well, we're definitely going to play this. And we're going to take this, and we're going to take this. So we're taking that. I guess I'm supposed to play the Deputy of Detention here. Because we can protect it with the Selfless Spirit. Attack them for half their life total. So if they have 2 removal spells for the Deputy, we're kind of SOL. Oh! Okay then. They do in fact have 2 removal spells. Oh, just a Fiery Templar? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we draw a Supreme Will, we're lethal. But nothing else is. Don't think I want to leave 3 blockers here. If they just have 2 more removal, they win. I don't think there's anything we can really do about it. I think we have to keep trying to deal pressure. So if they have like a removal and an arc light or double removal, they win. My play error was pretty brutal this game. Okay, well we're dead anyway. If I hadn't made the play error I made, I think this game was winnable. Pretty sure I punted that game. I punted it real badly. Thanks for moving my thing again, Magic Online. We appreciate it. Keep. My play was so bad. So we're fun playing Niv Mizzet? It's a strong player that makes a lot of brews. Spell Queller. They might be playing the inverter deck. I think they're just playing Niv Mizzet though. Did that a case they're trying to play a Bring the Light? Less than pleased about this. I think they're playing Niv Mizzet. So I'm actually just going to play this. Hold up our Spell Queller because we can stop a Bring the Light now. I have to read this. It says you may cast that card. But I think I still need to go ahead and play this because they could just get a Niv Mizzet itself. We're doing everything I can to try to prevent that bring to light. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have to play this. We hit two. We hit two things. We won. We did not hit two things though. So I think we're gonna get the Mausoleum Wonder to be able to try to prevent the next ring to light. So they'll be at 1 after this. You're in love with Cocoing that turn? I think the fact that they took the time to Abrupt Decay last turn basically faced up showed us that they were playing Bring the Light. And that they didn't have a Niv Mizzet in their hand. I'm pretty sure they're in a Niv Mizzet deck. Like, we'd already saw a Sylvan Caryatid into a Nahiri, into a Thought Erasure. Like, it would have been hard for me to imagine them not being on Bring to Light. Or not being on Niv Mizzet. So what's good versus Niv Mizzet? Probably a bunch of Mystical Disputes and Disdainful Strokes. Probably shave a couple of this. I think they have less targeted removal than a lot of the other decks, so maybe we can cut on one of those. Actually, the games probably really don't go that long. I really thought he was face up showing us that he had Bring the Light in his hand. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it. Alright, so we've won 2 game 1s, but can I punt every other game? I believe this hand's powerful enough to keep. Wouldn't have minded to draw another blue mana instead of a Temple Garden, but that way we could have played a Mausoleum Wonder and held up a Dispute. I think we want to try to stop Teferi, but sure. Boulder Dash, they say. Wonder if I'm ever supposed to play Eagle there. I feel like there's a good chance I'm supposed to play Eagle there. That's strong. Huh. We're definitely attacking Teferi. Yeah, I'm just gonna play one of these two. Gives me a blocker for the Voice of Resurgence. Whatever. Just go for my turn. I don't care. So they get a 2/2. They can't attack this turn. And I'm playing that one out because we can stop a Bring to Light on the following turn. So hopefully they don't have the second Niv Mizzet. I'm trying to do everything I can here to minimize the impact of their creatures while continuing to put some amount of pressure down. And obviously this will give them elemental trigger when I play it, but definitely want it to be a surprise card. So they drew a third one. Deals 4 damage to target creature, then you gain that amount of life. Target player. So they're going to go to 9 life no matter what. These. And this is going to give them another token, but we want to attack with it on the following turn anyway. Well, we lose. We were taking a gambit there trying to get 9 damage, but we don't have it. Nice, Murph. I'm glad you did well. I think we're just going to run it back. That hand's pretty weak. This hand's significantly stronger, even though, like, we have a clear problem. Win every game one, lose every sideboard game, cause I'm kind of bad, I guess. So we need to draw a 2-drop into multiple lands. That doesn't seem too hard. There's land 1. Hey, you do what you gotta do, Murph. It's just sorcery or thingy, yeah. Wrecked. Land? That's not a land, so I guess we just lose easily. One time, land? I don't think it'll be good enough at this point. Like, I think their hand has to be basic air. Right. Well, any order. Tap you. Tap you. attack for 8, have multiple blockers back. So now they can't tap their Mana Confluence. Quite a lot of things going on for us right now, but we don't have everything we'd like. He's playing Niv Mizzet. They stove this with Hostage Taker. Nothing seems janky from it. It seems pretty normal to me. So they're gaining 3 life, so I guess they wanted to tap this. So they want to destroy this. It's better for me to sack one of these than allow that, right? I think it's pretty normal in the sideboards. I'm pretty sure it's normal in the sideboards. Tap one of those and we get 3 damage in at least. Technically get 4 in, but whatever. 3's all we needed. I think we could be 2-0 right now had I not punted round 1. By the way, Sean, did you see the awesome emote here from JJ? Check this thing out. This thing is awesome. Look at the little cutie. Play first, so we have True Drop. I think this hand's powerful enough to keep, though. It does make me just go, eh. We got a bunch of lands. If they play like a Falsies or something, we're like automatically upset. Also, I probably should have played the Hallowed Fountain. So that we could draw another Hallowed Fountain. Alright, well. Could have bounced that and just play this. This is a nice little sneaky one. In case they spend all of their mana replaying that other one. I don't know what our opponent's playing here. Like, my knowledge pool of the format's not that strong. Some kind of humans deck? Okay. Sure, that's a good card. I think I'm just going to take this too and see if we can spell quell the Tithe Taker. Or whatever they play. Do they have counter spells? I don't have counter spells. Who's confused right now? I don't know what they can have, so I'm just going to hold up both of these spells. I have Ether Hub as well. Yeah, well, if they're playing that, I feel like I have to play my two spells then. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to play the bigger one. In all honesty, I probably should have started with the bigger one. It is coming down a massive storm outside, so if I disappear, you guys know why. Or you all know why. Can't do anything about that. You don't want to target the Brazen Borrower, I don't think, so. It's your best target here. I feel like that's my weakest card, maybe? So next turn you're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the air, and you're now tapped out. Alright, so humans. You've seen Fine versus Humans, you've seen Fine versus Humans, so do all of you. These Brazen Borrowers seem less impressive to me. Same thing with these Spell Quellers. Let's shave one land. Oh, let's shave one of those. Let's shave one land on the draw. Do I want to get rid of these Spectral Slayers? Or I want to get rid of these Mausoleum Wanderers, right? They didn't show us spells. Maybe they don't have spells. Seems fine. Okay. Sure. I'd probably block this. Obviously wouldn't block this. I could just pay 2 mana and get it back. Okay. Is this strong? Mantis Router. Okay. Still willing to block this. Kinda want to block this now, but I won't. Um, Probably going to block with this, so I'll hold them both back here and hope that they don't target the Selfless Spirit so that we can Avacyn them. Because let's be honest, how awesome would Avacyn them be? Hey, mate, what's up? Alright, well, they're tapped out. And all of our things are going to die, so. Guess there's no reason not to block your event, right? I'm doing pretty good. See if they choose not to block for whatever reason. They took it. They took it. They had a 3-3, and they took it. So they can save this. Awesome. What do you need to know about it? I will give you any information I have. Well, I'm obviously going to block. I am not you, sir, opponent. Or ma'am. Whichever the case may be. (7-5). Hooah. So does preliminary standard have minimum players? If yes, does it actually get? Let me finish up this match, and then I'll go click the thing that you want. But I believe the answer to your question is yes, that it takes 16 players, and it rarely fires. I get my Coco back for free this way? That's fun. Okay. So, pop this up here for a second, and then we'll go give the 411 on. So, these preliminary events, which you're talking about standard, they are scheduled every week, and here is a link to the website where you can bookmark it or whatever, and it shows you the schedule and when they're going to fire. Keep in mind that this time is in Pacific Standard Time, so if you're Eastern like me, it's 3 hours different. But, so that tells you when they fire. And then they take 16 people to fire. And if you go here, just magic.wizards.com/en events, you can go to products, Magic Online, and you can click deck lists. And so this is where they post deck lists, but you can see that, like, so these are on the 5th, they always post the next day. Well, they're supposed to. Sometimes they bug up, but like Pioneer, Modern, Legacy, Pioneer, Modern. So a standard one, this would have fired on the 2nd. and this one again it double posted it this week. So the second again, the 31st. Do, 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 do. They just don't fire that often. Standard doesn't. I believe they took so long to ban Oko and stuff like that that a lot of people lost interest in Standard. Also, most of the Standard players play Arena, which obviously isn't fun, or obviously isn't the same program. But yeah, standard preliminaries just don't really fire. Also, standard preliminaries cost about $30 to play. The standard leagues, however, which is what I'm currently playing right now, except I'm playing a Pioneer one. These events are on demand, and you get an opponent when you fire up. I mean, sometimes there's a waiting time, but there's like, several hundred people in these queues usually. But yeah, the prelims don't really fire that often, but the leagues fire, and the challenges on like this challenge, I believe it's in 2 days and 11 hours, so I think that means Saturday morning. The standard challenges typically fire, and obviously the Pro Tour qualifiers fire. But you have to have 40 QPs for the Pro Tour qualifiers. Anyway, so we're 2-1 in this league. I think we could have been 3-0 if we hadn't punted. But yeah, standard's not a great place, and not in a great place on Magic Online. For some reason, I just got hit with, it's like hard to breathe and I'm sweating. What in the world? Sorry, I said not online. I meant to say not on Magic Online. It's not in a great place on Magic Online. So it's a pretty good place in Arena, but you can't. Arena's just a completely different mess altogether. It's like a different economy even really. But the leagues always fire, so you can play as much standard as you want. And there's a challenge every week, and there's a lot of PTQs. I think I'm gonna do the rattle chains thing here. I hold Brazen Borrower in case they like in Soul and go wild or something. Yeah, the challenge still happens, and the showcase will fire as well. Oof. That's kind of brutal. That one was kind of brutal. Well, that actually caused some problems. We're in very bad shape this game. Actually works out rather well for me, since we planned on Brazen Borrowing it anyway. Hey, who cares? What's up? So we're going to attempt to collect a company. The Ginger Brute, probably. Just got Cavaliers. Well, that's not a. That's not the type of deck you love. That attack's interesting. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Probably want to get the Mausoleum Wanderer and the Supreme Phantom. Hmm. Could argue that this is better. Just gonna die either way. So we're definitely getting Supreme Phantom, which will make this a 3-2 and will make this a 3-3. And then a 4-4 with the second one. Alright, I'm gonna get these two, I believe. I think I just punted, to be honest. I think I should have got a second Mausoleum Wanderer because of Shrapnel Blast. Yeah, that was a mistake, right? If I do this, I can only block one of the two, though. Um, guess it's better to give them this option. They can still only kill one of the two, but it's better for me to keep that. Um, I can imagine so, man. Definitely sounds kind of expensive. That's a Ginger Brute. Oh, I screwed up. I forgot this wasn't a spirit. I forgot this wasn't a spirit. Oh no. I just lost this game because I'm bad. Oh, this game wasn't losable either. It's the second game I've punted off tonight. It's the second game I punted. Oh no, it wasn't a losable game. I just had to keep the Rattle Claws alive. Oh, I'm depressed. I'm depressed over that one. I'm arguably salty over it. I'm definitely salty. I'm so bad. Why am I so bad? Ugh. I'm depressed. I think this hand's reasonable, but it's certainly not exciting. Ugh. Our opponent's apparently disconnected, so I guess we're going to have a wait. I about made that screw up earlier in the event and caught myself. So the fact that I screwed it up a second time is a little bit of a tilt. It's probably the weakest card, but it's still a Lord. Opponent's back. I think they read permeating mass. Permeating mass. Permeating mass? I don't know. It's whatever. Let's go play on Twitter while we wait. Twitter, yay! Kind of want to attack here. Maybe I don't. Wah, wah. This can't even attack, so this might be a bad play. No, I'm not too worried about that one. I mean, obviously it sucks to take more damage, but that is what that is. I'm tapping the lands wrong every game. Needed a land. 4? Oh, okay. That's fine. Spoiler, we hit a land. I can't really do anything with it. Guess I have to pass and hope they don't have a counter spell and that I can tap this. Have a counter spell, we lose on the spot, basically. It's stubborn denial, that's fine. It's a mystical dispute, we sad. It's just a little bit slow, JJ, a little bit easy to interrupt. So that should be game. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will give them all +3. And it'll tap that. 4, 7, 8, 9, 12. So yeah. Feel like we stove this game. Oh, definitely feel like we might have stove that game. So the way that game played out made me think they had a mystical dispute in their hand on that one turn. Maybe if they're playing, or sorry, Stubborn and All, which we've already saw, maybe we should be shaving Cocos and settle the wreckages then. Maybe just giving them any target for those counter spells is bad. Just like Spell Quellers and Empyrean Eagle might be better. Spell Queller and Deputy of Detention seem really bad to me though if I'm already playing this card. I can't bring myself to cut them all. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. People did get pretty excited about it at the beginning of the format, though. I do think we'd have lost that game on the draw. I guess this hand's good enough. I don't really know. They need to draw a petty theft because I'm pretty sure if they played that on one, they're planning to insole it. Well, that's not as bad as insole, I guess. Guess I'm gonna pass here. Don't think I'll double block this, but maybe there's a chance that they try to attack with a Beaumont or something and I can pump this. Kill the Beaumont. Well, this is going swimmingly, as they say. So we now need lands and other things. What is our out from here? At minimum, it's a land. Go down to 5 life. Guess we tap that next turn. Not really seeing a way out. Yeah, so we got to block that this turn. If we have a wild slash or anything, we're dead. Alright. I think we could have won game 1, but I do think we would have lost game 2 on the draw. So, I think we could have been 3-1 this event, though, with proper play. I'm not sure I sideboarded well versus that match. Yeah, it's Brad Nelson, which means I think they're playing Underworld Breach. I know Corey was testing it quite heavily, and I don't think we have a lot of tools versus it. Well, maybe they're not. I guess that's an Underworld Breach. Yep. What tools do we have? Bringing our Rest in Pieces and maybe our Mystical Disputes? I don't feel like I have any choice. They have all the time in the world. And I punted right there pretty badly. Oh, I punted right there pretty badly. Had I not punted there, I would have had a chance. Because if they didn't go off this turn, we would have had 14 damage exactly. And there's a good chance that they won't go off this turn thinking they don't need to. So So we probably punted away a win. I've played this event very, very poorly. Guess this attacks for the most. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We just don't have it because of my punt. Oh, we got it anyway. They only had the one underworld. Alright. Played very, very badly. But that's fine. We take what we can get. We definitely want these. How does Fae of Wishes read? Oh, never mind. Brad doesn't want to play no more. Well, I'm kind of disappointed. I want to play versus Brad. Alright, well. Still an underrated card. I want to see if our Disdainful Stroke could stop the Fae of Wishes. I don't think it can. I just wanted to read. Whatever. I don't remember what it's called. Apparently I don't know how to look it up either. Oh, never mind. I hadn't reset the filter. Yeah, it costs the... Okay, so we could Disdainful Stroke it. I still don't think that's a good enough reason to bring Disdainful Stroke in. I just wanted to think about it. Anyway, this deck was pretty neat. I liked it. He definitely didn't fear me. They're testing for the Pro Tour this weekend. There's a good chance that potentially he knows I stream or something like that and just didn't want to show the sideboard deck out on stream. Or maybe he's played versus Spirits enough that he understands the matchup and has a good feeling who wins or whatever and wants to practice other matchups. Or maybe he's just mad at or maybe he's just moving on from his deck. But considering that both him and his brother have been playing that deck on the in events, I'm going to assume that they're really looking at it for this weekend. I think it's strong. I definitely think Underworld. I think Underworld Breach and Inventor are definitely doing things in this format that other decks aren't doing. Inventor has a little bit more of a target painted on its back, but one of the reasons I was testing Spirits is I believe Spirits is fairly reasonable versus both of those decks. So if more people are going to be playing those decks, I don't think I mind to play Spirits. Obviously, I'm not saying I'd run this 75 or whatever. I got to be in all honesty, I'd be running Inverter just because I don't think I'm good enough to play Breach. But yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty fun league. I definitely think we could afford one had I not punted. I definitely punted. That obviously you can always make mistakes that you don't see, but mistakes that I did see, I know for a fact that I threw away 2 games 100% based on how I played, and I believe that there was a very reasonable chance that I gave an opponent a chance to win a game due to a player that they didn't have a chance to win, and I got lucky that they just didn't have it. But either way, I enjoyed Spirits. I still think Spirits is an underrated deck. I think Spirits is pretty fun. And I think it's a little bit more tricky to play than than one might would think. I mean, anytime that you look at 32 creature deck, I believe people view decks like this as easy to play, but I definitely don't think it was easy to play, and I definitely think I made quite a few pretty significant mistakes, and hopefully I won't make the mistakes again. Hopefully I've learned from them, which is having fun and learning from my mistakes are the things I like the most. But I don't think he tried to trick me or anything. I just think he had a pretty mediocre draw and didn't have much of a chance. I mean, I assume he's not streaming, so I can't go check. But I assume that he wasn't trying. He's just playing the card he had to play. It felt fairly face up, but maybe I'm wrong. I feel like he's just had a mediocre draw. Well, you have to float mana in that deck. That's kind of how that deck works. Like you tap your things and then you float mana and then you use hidden strings and it untaps your things and so forth and so on. But uh, I assumed he had it. If that counts for anything, but I'm still going to play my spell. Like I'm shocked that we won the game. Anyway, it is always a treat to get paired versus somebody as amazing as Brad. He's probably my favorite professional player in the world, though I have to admit Michael Jacobs probably my favorite player in the world in terms of stuff like that. Help me, Redneck. Well, that's not a very good way to get help. And also, I'm getting ready to log off stream, so if you want to ask me any questions or anything, Murph, hit me up in the DMs. But yeah, I'm going to take off, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully the next time I play, I'll play a little bit less sloppy. He streams occasionally, but they're preparing for some big events right now. I'm sure like they had the PT to prepare for, and I'm sure he's helping other people probably prepare for Worlds. He probably wants a break too with the MPL and all the streaming and all the traveling and stuff like that. Sometimes you probably just want to sit back and relax. Well, the best thing I can say, Murph, is don't talk to her because once you open your mouth, she's probably not going to talk to you again. Take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.